Hello once again from the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, and make sure in the comments, like many of you like to do, to tell me that Vietnam isn't actually socialist. Now, last week we spoke about Elon Musk, the richest man on earth, and how he is running Twitter into the ground. And since then, he is continuing to do so. Now, last week's video focused more on how his historic simps, people who loved him for Tesla and SpaceX, have finally woken up to what an idiot he is after he purchased Twitter and how he is running it. And I think to a lot of people, it exposed how genuinely incompetent this guy is. But if you thought this would be the end of Elon Musk simps, you're in for a rude awakening. And this is what this video is going to be about, because the last week I've been exposed to so many people defending his behavior. It has genuinely broke my brain. I've been making videos on Elon Musk fans for like 4 years at this point, and I'm still surprised at how much they will simp for him when he does the most bizarre thing. It feels like they won't accept any criticism of him, like legit or just people memeing on him. They cannot accept it. And I got loads of great comments in the last video of you guys leaving your own experiences, either with people you know who are Elon Musk fans, or even yourselves. You were telling me you used to be Elon Musk fans as well, and you were telling me what was appealing about it. And one comment that stuck in my mind, and I literally could not find this, maybe the person deleted it, they said their brother was a massive fan of Elon Musk and would not hear any criticism, but the brother themselves wasn't very successful, had fallen on hard times, and they said basically the brother thought of Elon Musk as an aspirational figure, someone they can actually be one day, because Elon Musk made it all on his own. He made his own success. He won capitalism, essentially. And if he can do it, anybody can. Of course, this is just complete fiction, but it does feel like a lot of the Elon Musk simping is tied up in the personalities of the people simping for him, because they view Elon Musk as an extension of themselves in some weird way. And that's why I love all the get rich quick schemes like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency he promotes, because they feel like, you know, with his knowledge, they can reach the same level as him. It's really, really bizarre. But today we're going to be talking about the hangers-on, the simps that will not abandon Elon Musk no matter what he does. Now, one thing I want to respond to, because my last video did really well, got lots of people who probably would never watch my content, people telling me to get on with it. I'm sorry that TikTok has rotted your brain so much that you want me to give you the rundown in like 30 seconds. That isn't what this channel is. I want to make every video like a longer form piece of content so it actually has some value. And here's the fun part as well. If you think I'm taking too long to start the video, have a look at the description. I put timestamps in every single video for the sole purpose of people like yourself who want to skip to the good part. You can do so. So if you think, oh, I got to complain this guy's taking too long with his intro, just look in the description and you can skip through the video to your heart's content. Isn't that nice that YouTube put that feature in there? Now, with all that out the way, before we go any further, please like the video, and in the comments, I should have tweeted this today because I needed this information. Who is the worst Elon Musk simp, out there? The ones in my mind are Mr. Beast, mainly because he portrays himself as this good guy, and he's literally still simping for this terrible billionaire. And then Lex Fridman is absolutely embarrassing with his simping for Mr. Beast. So let me know down in the comments, who is the worst simp of them all? Also, follow me on social media. Follow me on Twitter while it still exists, at the Kavernacle. Also, my Instagram is the same username, and on Instagram, I'm posting a lot about my travels around Asia. That is saved in my highlight reel. And if you care even more about my travels, I am posting one exclusive Patreon video per month on my Patreon page. The one about our travels around northern Vietnam is now up. We're going to film the Cambodia one this month, and then southern Vietnam next month. So if you care about any of that stuff, consider becoming a patron. I'm trying to build up as many $1 to $3 patrons as possible, and the benefits of that are also getting my Nintendo Switch friend code and access to the private patrons Discord server. Also, check out my subreddit down in the description, and check out my second channel. Because we're talking about Twitter, we're talking about Elon Musk simps, this video is going to be a lot of screenshots from Twitter, but trust me, if you have not been following this, and if you're not on Twitter yourselves, you're going to want to see some of this, because the way he's handling Twitter is insane, as we've established. But it's also insane that there are loads of people all competing to be Elon Musk's lawyer, because like I said, they will defend him from any criticism. So much so, there are so many memes, popular memes of these weird nerds always simping for Elon Musk. So let's get started though. Elon Musk tweeting, "Twitter feels increasingly alive." And someone replying, "You ruined Twitter for everyone." And then you see the comments already starting. "You mean for liberals who hate free speech?" And you see this sentiment a lot, that it's liberals crying about free speech. Should the richest man on earth not just buy the platform and is making people pay $8 so they can be verified? And so it's easier to find your own account out of a sea of like imposter accounts. This is the guy who cares about free speech, who's also cracked down on people doing parodies. I thought comedy was also legal. So you have people tweeting like obviously the dog sitting in a burning house meme, but it's a Twitter bird. And people just tweeting memes like obviously have like stereotypical leftist and have an Elon Musk saying yes. And then someone else saying, "Elon buddy, you're just radiating substitute teacher who's in over his head energy right now." And one of the replies is, "The man literally builds rockets and can land them with no issue after going to space." You think Twitter is something he's struggling with? I mean, even if Elon Musk was doing all those things, like legit, you cannot argue with his characterization. How does owning a rocket company translate to being a good CEO of a social media company? Like those aren't really that transferable skills, but it's also pretty clear for all to see he cannot run Twitter properly and he's an idiot and he's just making it up as he goes along. Like even if you think Elon Musk is a great guy for like electric cars and rockets and stuff, you literally cannot argue he's doing a good job with Twitter. But like I said, these people will defend anything he does. So someone memeing about Elon Musk starting by saying legalize comedy is now legal on Twitter, and then cracking down on the parody accounts, and someone saying, "If you have to use parody to make people laugh, you don't understand the meaning of comedy." I mean, I don't know about you guys, lots of those parodies were extremely funny, and it seems like if you had like a decent sense of humor, you would see the humor in it. But apparently Elon Musk doesn't want to legalize comedy. He's also a guy who thinks the Babylon Bee is actually funny and the Onion isn't. Someone tweeting at him, obviously the fake Nintendo of America account, with Mario giving the middle finger and someone saying, "You're such a hater. Twitter's been a mess for years and suddenly now you're super vocal about it. Give the man a break. It's not even a month and he's in charge of a broken company in many ways." Now I'd have more sympathy for this if Elon Musk was tackling like the real problems Twitter had before he bought it, not making massive problems over things that weren't an issue, like people being verified based on certain criteria, which meant if you wanted to find someone on Twitter, celebrity, journalist, it was very easy to do so. Now people can just buy the verification. He is making problems for himself. So again, why do these people go out their way to defend his terrible management? So someone else tweeting this meme at Elon, "How to lose 44 billion in 10 days. Twitter and Elon Musk, and someone saying, "You wish you had his talent. I never understood people that attack those who accomplished more than they ever could. Is it envy? What an awful mindset. Pathetic." Like, why is this guy getting personally offended? People making fun of Elon Musk for losing loads of money by buying Twitter at a massively inflated price, then running it so badly, all the advertisers are fleeing the platform. Like, how does that affect you personally? Like, why do you care? The richest man on earth, he would never give you a second thought. You've seen how he will treat people who are more similar to you in terms of like Twitter workers. Why are you getting offended at people memeing about him losing a lot of money? So David Mack tweeting, "We are witnessing one of the most spectacular corporate disasters of living memory. Hulu and Netflix will make competing miniseries about this. Brendan Fraser will win an Emmy for playing Elon in the better one. Lamau, you people want Elon to fail so bad, but he's literally the richest man ever. Elon is honest, transparent, and comfortably willing to go against the odds. He gets things done. We are witnessing a revolution which will last for generations." Again, these are literally the most delusional cultists you will ever encounter on social media. We'll look at one more before going into some of the drama though. Elon Musk slowly finding out the most basic information about the platform he bought by getting fact-checked by it, and then someone saying, "Why do people, most of whom's biggest goal is to be noticed on Twitter as they criticize successful people, think they know better than a guy like Musk? Naive to think there's no plan. My guess is he wants to drive away people like you who ruin the social media. You can try to prove him as silly as you like, but all he's trying to do is to get everyone talking about Twitter, and he's succeeding. All those blue check impersonators are bringing additional revenues. Prove us wrong by telling us which major celebrities have left the platform below." Again, absolutely amazing. They live in a different reality. Because yeah, you might have, a fair few people signing up for verification. He's also saying Twitter might go bankrupt, because all the major advertisers are pulling adverts from the platform. So he isn't some business genius who's made, this revolution in social media. Apparently also driving people off the platform who make the content on the platform is a good business move. Again, these guys will jump through hoops to defend any ridiculous thing Elon Musk does. And you guys will see, even him visibly doing such a terrible job will not deter these sims. Now, on that note, we're talking about worker drama. Elon Musk has been firing a lot of people. And a lot of the Elon Musk simps are very happy about this. They're like, well, he's gone in, he's fired all those incompetent, soy latte drinking, avocado toast eating, millennial hipsters working at Twitter who just sit around all day browsing Reddit or something. This has, of course, backfired massively because he's actually fired people very vital to the company and they're trying to actually hire some of these people back. But also, he's extremely petty in that he's firing people who dare speak out against him on Twitter, even if they're just correcting stuff he's saying about stuff they have expertise in. So you guys will probably seen this one going round. It's one of the most famous ones. So Eric Fraunhofer responded to Elon Musk saying, by the way, I'd like to apologize for Twitter being super slow in many countries. App is doing 1,000 poorly batched RPCs. Don't know what that means, just to render a home timeline, but it's something to do with why apparently it's slow on Android. And then Eric saying, I have spent 6 years working on Twitter for Android and can say this is wrong. Elon Musk saying, then please correct me, what is the right number? Also, a CEO of multiple companies must be so hard that you can spend all day on Twitter replying to people who aren't even verified, so it won't come up in your notifications probably. You're like seeking this out. And then he says, Twitter is super slow on Android. What have you done to fix it? So basically, he just explained to Elon Musk why it was so slow. Eric saying maybe he should ask questions privately, maybe using Slack or email, to someone responding to him asking why he didn't just, say this privately. Someone saying, Elon Musk, with this kind of attitude, you probably don't want this guy on your team. And then Elon Musk saying, he's fired. How petty is Elon Musk right now? He just says random BS to people on Twitter, acting like he's an expert in something he actually doesn't know much about. Someone who is an expert on this stuff and works at Twitter corrects him publicly because it seems like that's the only way to get his attention. And then for doing so, Elon Musk fires this guy. Because that's a great way to run a company, isn't it? When you're ignorant about something, you fire the guy who has the expertise when he just says you're wrong about something on Twitter. It blows my mind how fragile the egos are of the rich. Like, they want to be liked so bad. Like, even Elon Musk replying to the guy saying that this guy should be fired. Again, pathetic man, baby. Imagine you yourself, if you had all this money and you were like a fairly immoral person in that you'd spend it on like lavish things. Imagine the life you could have with Elon Musk's wealth. You could just buy a private island, chill for the rest of your life, watch your bank account continually rise, never worry about anything, pursue any hobby you'd ever want to pursue, buy sports teams and run them and stuff like that. No, how about spend all day on Twitter posting really unfunny memes, firing your employees, or trying to be liked by weird nerds and conservative talking heads in America. And of course, for Elon Musk simps, don't actually have much sympathy for the guy. They're actually pretty much celebrating it, so let's get into that. So John Miller saying he wasn't fired for being right or wrong about something. He was fired for being blatantly unprofessional with his boss, because Elon Musk is the most professional guy in the whole world. Dude really thought it was acceptable to criticize the CEO of his company on the world stage. And he showed himself getting locked out, and someone else replying, doubtful this would have happened if you just answered his question in earnest, rather than first complaining that he should reply to your public tweet in private. Regardless, good luck to you, Tesla doc. I don't know you or the quality of your work, but trying to publicly embarrass the CEO of any company in front of literally all other employees when you could have reached out privately and said, I'm seeing different numbers, can we discuss? You forced him to fire you. And it's funny, on the fired tweet, Eric just put the salute emoji, and Elon Musk actually deleted the tweet. Free speech is not the same as disrespect your boss in public. Companies require a level of professionalism and integrity in behavior. Like it or not, hierarchy has its place in business. I'd respect this take a fair bit more if we're not talking about Elon Musk, who's literally posting about how funny it is that Twitter might go bankrupt and how great it is he's firing loads of people, because if he's not acting professional and ignoring everyone on Slack and private channels, I don't think you have to treat him with any semblance of professionalism. So Forbes interviewed Eric, and I just want to talk about what he said. So Fraunhofer, 41, who's been with the company for over 8 years, said the end came rather abruptly, right around 1 p.m. Pacific time on Monday afternoon. My laptop just shut off and now I can't get back into it, he said. Fraunhofer said he didn't have a strong opinion of Musk prior to his arrival at Twitter, characterizing himself as being in the wait-and-see camp, but since the new regime, it's gone downhill, he noted. No one trusts anyone within the company anymore. How can you function? Employees don't trust the new management. Management doesn't trust the employees. How do you think you're supposed to get anything done? That's why there's production freezes. You can't merge code. You can't turn things on without permissions from VPs. The San Diegan added that he remains concerned for the near future of the company, particularly given how its top leadership treats employees. Before Musk took over, he said people were more open, felt that they could criticize, and now that's clearly not the case. So on the very same tweet that Eric got fired for replying to, at Sashi, who also works for Twitter, wrote, "You did not just lay off almost all infra and then make some sassy remark about how we do batching. Like, did you bother to even learn how Kavernacle works?" Like I said, I'm not a techie. I don't know what these people are saying, but it gets better. "You don't get to shit on our infra if you don't know what the F it does while you're also scrambling to rehire folks you just laid off." And then you get loads of simps flooding this person's comments. "Chill, bro. He builds self-landing rockets. You drink Diet Coke. Dial it down a bit, yeah?" Doing the meme that like all millennials are like drinking Diet Coke, soy lattes, and avocado toast. Like, this person knows nothing. Elon Musk knows everything because he works with rockets. Because knowing how Twitter code and Twitter like technical issues work and rockets are like exactly the same thing, aren't they? Would you trust someone who has worked on this stuff for 8 years at Twitter, or would you trust someone who just bought Twitter because he couldn't back out of trying to please his idiot fan base? So Sashi's saying, "Just got fired for shitposting. I said it before and I'll say it again. Kiss my ass, Elon. You literally asked for it. Now please update your bio." Someone else, another paid for blue check mark. "I'm so glad you people are getting fired. The lack of respect for your new boss and the entitlement is astonishing." Another fake check mark. "I wouldn't want someone bringing negative sentiment and attitude that can poison good employees and clearly wouldn't be motivated to move the business in the direction I wanted. No offense, but I would have fired you also. Good riddance. Now we can get some mature, neutral engineers who don't let their personal beliefs create some sort of extremist and entitlement mentality." So yeah, when the richest guy in the world fires employees for petty reasons, what these people feel like they need to do is run into the mentions of that employee who's just been fired and tell them why they deserve it, right? This is the level of simping these guys have. Not only do they defend like everything he does on like the macro scale, it's the micro scale, like firing very specific employees. They've got to defend and talk about how they shouldn't have said anything bad about Elon Musk. They shouldn't have said anything bad about their boss. They shouldn't have dared corrected him when he's just talking absolute nonsense on Twitter, which he seemingly spends like 24 hours a day on. And Elon Musk is not a very civil guy. He said some absolutely horrendous stuff about people, defamed people in the past. And what you're going to see is a bit more pearl clutching when someone decides to kind of put Elon Musk in his place. And that would be Senator Ed Markey. Now, Elon Musk seemingly responds to every tweet about him. I'm happy to think that he might have seen some of mine because that's how terminally online he is. Now, Ed Markey tweeted at Elon Musk, "A Washington Post reporter was able to create a verified account impersonating me. I'm asking for answers from Elon Musk, who is putting profits over people and his debt over stopping disinformation. Twitter must explain how this happened and how to prevent it from happening again." Now remember, everyone cares about being professional to Elon Musk, and Elon Musk says, "Perhaps it is because your real account sounds like a parody." Now, not very civil from Elon Musk there. Ed Markey absolutely putting him in his place. "One of your companies is under an FTC consent decree. Auto Safety Watchdog NHTSA is investigating another for killing people, and you're spending your time picking fights online. Fix your companies or Congress will." So big W for Ed Markey there. And Elon Musk, again, not being very serious, not being very professional. And Ed Markey is literally just, stating facts that Elon Musk companies, because they run so terribly, are being investigated by the government. So let's see how people react to this. "Lol, is this really a government official threatening a citizen for saying something he does not like online? Nice democracy over there in the USA. A sitting Democratic senator is threatening a private citizen in broad daylight with using the power of the federal government for a personal vendetta because he doesn't like the way the owner of a private company is managing his business. Wow, senator threatening a businessman. Leftist senator threatens an American citizen. How dare you speak to an American citizen like that? What the hell is wrong with you? You pretend to be pro-green energy, yet you denigrate the one company that has done the most to end our fossil fuel addiction. Not a good look. Also, this simp account for Tesla, Elon Musk literally told everyone to go and vote Republican, and you're getting mad that someone who is pro-Green New Deal does not like Elon Musk. So Elon Musk can threaten people, defame people, fire loads of people, fire people for petty reasons at Twitter, ruin their livelihoods. Obviously, there's a massive housing crisis in Ireland, and he's told all Twitter employees in Ireland to go back to the Dublin office, where people can't even rent apartments. Like, Elon Musk clearly doesn't care about anyone, and he's not very professional. The minute a US senator says to Elon Musk, like, yeah, your companies are being investigated for doing terrible things, and Congress will fix Twitter, I think meaning like we'll investigate Twitter for what it's doing right now, these people get so butthurt. How dare you attack an American citizen? And as we all know, Elon Musk is just your average American citizen. He's just the guy working at McDonald's for minimum wage. Not that he is literally like the richest man on earth who has enriched himself off tax breaks from the federal government. And these people acting like Ed Markey's response to him is apparently the federal government coming for Elon Musk. An American senator is attacking a private citizen. How dare they? As you can see from all of these comments, Elon Musk probably doesn't even need to hire a lawyer. He should just put like a public advertisement on his Twitter page, because all these guys will do it for free. They all defend anything he does. And like you saw, it can range from a variety of things. It can range from people making jokes at his expense. It can range from people just making little comments about Twitter being run badly. It can range from him being extremely petty and firing random employees for just responding to him on Twitter, making him look kind of dumb by pointing out where he's wrong. Again, richest man in history, and this is how these guys follow him. And it speaks to like the personal branding around Elon Musk. And let me know down in the comments as well, like, how do you think he's achieved this level of cult status? Like, I'm really trying to wrap my brain around it, because back when I was making videos in 2018, I kind of understood it, right? He is making electric cars. He talks about loving like nerdy stuff and science fiction stuff. And you can understand how that appeals to maybe people who love like the Big Bang Theory and love kind of like this green technological future under like capitalism from Elon Musk. Like, you can understand that, right? But he's obviously pivoting towards like more conservative people and the stuff with Bitcoin. And I'm trying to make sense of how do all these things fit together where these people will literally defend anything he does. And I'm guessing this is like a new generation of Musk Sims. Because as we saw in last week's video, some people who originally liked him for Tesla and SpaceX no longer like him. And they're saying like Twitter is the last straw because he's just an idiot and he's just vindictive and he's just way too petty to be a serious like businessman or a serious leader. But now these guys are literally defending everything he does, saying about, you know, it's liberals and leftists who hate real free speech, which Elon Musk is apparently giving to us. So I'm guessing the evolution must have come when he went hard into like anti-lockdown stuff, Bitcoin and all this more like right-wing libertarian stuff, and maybe pandering more to Republicans in America. Because if you guys don't remember, Republicans used to hate Elon Musk because of the Tesla cars and green energy. And so it's clear there has been some sort of split, but it is absolutely just so embarrassing. I guess it is just like this capitalist neoliberal brainwashing where people see Elon Musk crush workers. They see Elon Musk like screw people over or game the system by taking like loads of money off the federal government. And they're like, well, if he can do it, I can do it. Like, we can all do it. I can crush people too to get to the top. And I want to be like Elon Musk. That's why people like Mr. Beast, I guess, say that, you know, I want to be just like Elon Musk. And there's like a whole generation of that kind of like entrepreneurial Gen Z kid who see him as an aspirational figure. But I'm hoping this Twitter deal and acquisition just wakes more people up. But it's sad to see there's still so many people buying into this myth of Elon Musk being some super genius, because like I said, even if he's an absolute genius at SpaceX and Tesla, which he obviously isn't, but let's say that he is, then why do you think that automatically makes him great at running a social media company and knowing like the real technical details of like the algorithm or how stuff runs on like different phones and stuff like that? It's absolutely bizarre, but it's also a very common trait you see from right-wing figures like Jordan Peterson, who is kind of like in the ecosystem of Elon Musk as well. He has so many fans who love his opinion on everything, but it's pretty clear Jordan Peterson has better knowledge in certain things, like psychology, whereas his knowledge about history and geopolitics is terrible, but they'll still act like because he has some sort of legitimacy in one thing, that means he has credibility in everything. And of course, that's not the case. It's like me just now reading those tweets of people talking about like real technical stuff and pretending I'm some sort of authority on it because I go read like a Wikipedia page about it. Or it's like me pretending I know everything about like the stock market or something like that. Like I obviously know my limits. I know what I can be an authority on, like politics, geopolitics, history. I'm sure you guys who like watch a lot of my content, you wouldn't take my opinion too seriously when it's on something that I know nothing about, and you would think I'm pretty ridiculous if I tried to speak with some sort of authority on it. I just really don't know where this comes from, that you have to respect someone's opinion about everything just because they allegedly know something about one specific thing, be it Tesla cars or SpaceX rockets. Anyway, that is it for the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and if you made it this far, thank you for watching.